I think in the last part of the game it was more about surviving for us than there was ever a chance that we could score. Yeah, you never know, because last season we scored 5 minutes before the end. Harvey Elliott when I took Mo off. But I don't think, I think this was a 20-25 minutes where we were only defending. And Mo has so much qualities, but for Mo to be 20-25 minutes defending inside his own box, I think it's better for him to save his energy for a lot of games that are coming up in the upcoming weeks.
You'd have wanted a lot more shots on goal today, but was that because kind of against this team you're in survival mode for quite a lot of the game?
Yeah, of course that's not the plan. Of course you think you can do better, and when you press them high you can force them to mistakes. But I think the way you describe it is maybe the perfect way to describe it. We were in survival mode for large parts of the game, and but maybe also in the period of the season where we're in survival mode. So to try to say to find ways where we can try to make sure that their qualities are not seen that much, but that's really, really, really hard against this team, because last season over here we were in survival mode as well. But as I said, Paris Saint-Germain was the better team, but we didn't give up, and that's why we have a chance now still in this tie, because they kept us alive by not scoring a few open chances. And now we can bring the tie back to Anfield. Not unfortunately, but in between, there's still a very important game to be played for us against Fulham.
A guy like that, when he doesn't bail you out anymore, if Mo Salah struggles, for me, Liverpool does struggle.
Can I just ask you?
No.
Don't worry, don't worry.
No, it's fair enough.
Okay.
Lovely to see you. Very well, thank you. A funny night, really. Can't ask him, obviously. We understand that we get our certain ramifications. But how would you be feeling if you were Mohamed Salah watching on that?
And he made 5 substitutions.
Yeah, frustrated, because I think he'd be sitting there thinking I would back myself to influence this game and improve proceedings, certainly from going forward point of view. So I think he'll be a little bit sad and frustrated. But credit to him, you know, he's just stayed behind there and done extra running, because if there wasn't a midweek game, Wednesday probably would be a big session. So in his mind, he's already got his mind on Fulham and he's doing extra work, which shows the pro and the mentality that you're dealing with.
Would you start him in the second leg at home?
Would I start him? I personally would. I don't know Isak's fitness. He had 20 minutes tonight. I think he'll play against Fulham. And depending on how that result goes, I would certainly play him. I would do.
But what do you see as the real issues with Liverpool?
Well, something that's very simple. Mo Salah's numbers have dropped. And so last year when Liverpool were struggling, and I've seen Liverpool struggle last year in a lot of games, 2-2, and things were not happening, this guy used to bail them out. And it happens to everybody. Numbers are going to drop at one point. No one is eternal. Apart when you're going to stop, people will give you your flowers, and as they should give Mo Salah his flowers, because he was an outstanding player for Liverpool and he's still there. But look at the numbers. 57 goals involvement last year, and this year only 19. And basically at that particular moment, a guy like that, when he doesn't bail you out anymore, if Mo Salah struggles, for me, Liverpool does struggle.
Can I just ask you quickly, you know, you come to the end of your career, and you would say he was in your prime for a long time. When it starts to turn, what can he do to rectify his form? No, because he's still getting the chances.
No, it's not so much him. That was just a fact. I'm just saying the numbers are not the same. So therefore, last year he could maybe make Liverpool draw, or when it was a 2-2, suddenly he makes it 3-2, he makes it 4-2. He gives an assist or he gives a goal. But that's not happening at the moment for him. And as a winger, it's very difficult. If you come at one point, when you start to get older, I think you should be behind the striker and more inside. So you run a bit less and you play more with your brain, and you try to set people up and play a different type of game. But at one point, I played as a winger. When your legs are not the same anymore and you have to go up and down and the ball doesn't arrive to you and you don't have Trent that was making that run for you inside or can occupy people, because people were occupying, you know, Trent is here. So he was often left in 1v1 because Trent was making that run or whatever. They were scared of his cross or crosses, shall I say. It becomes a bit more difficult. And by the way, it happens to everyone, and at one point things are not working for you anymore. You know, we're talking about Mo Salah, one of the greatest.
Bit back. Mike, legs this morning, wasn't it?
Thanks for watching. Click the subscribe button and stay tuned for more updates from Arsenal Report TV.
When you made so many changes as he did, it's not your first team, is it? You can't consider.
That's his choice.
Yes, but okay, they've lost the game, but it wasn't their first team that lost the game. It was a team representing Arsenal.
No, they've got 25 players that are in the first team squad.
And you're out. You're out. You lost the final and you're out of the cup. So for me, it's the same. And the momentum.
I think
of
you
this
lost
group,
the final.
You need
disappointing, but you're out of the cup. Brilliant. It's a distraction. You don't need it at this stage. You've only got Arsenal should only have one thing on their mind:
the league.
Win the league. Nothing else matters. Not even this, the Champions League. Arsenal fans want the title.
Do you not think that would buy him time if he wins the Champions League and loses the league?
I think he misses the one that they all won.
Yes, you're right. But yeah, they won a title now, Champions League or Premier League. But the most significant is the one, the marathon.
No, see, that's where you Europeans get this wrong. It's not a title. It's either the title, or the Champions League. I know you talk about honours won as titles, but there is only one title that Arsenal need to win. After 22 years, is it? It's got to be the Premier League.
They can't come second
Long
again.
overdue.
I would agree with that. That would be 4 in a row where they've come second. That's...
And in the position that they're in now, it's really they've done such a good job until now. It would be a real shame. I think the timing of this game against Bournemouth is very good for Arsenal, that they play before City. You add a little layer of pressure if you can go 12 points clear. It's not many games to go,
Yeah, it's not, if the ref doesn't blow the whistle and I pass the ball and you put your hand, it's no problem, right? The ref blow the whistle. If you put your hand on it, it's a pen.
Let's go back to the one we saw.
I'm happy it wasn't given as a pen.
No, I get that.
Let's go back to the one we saw in the game today. Christina Uncle.
Christina!
Our rules expert. Right decision, wrong decision.
I still think it's a right decision. I mean, we were talking about, the Gabriel penalty in the Arsenal Bayern. And it really comes down to, and it's a thing that we talk about all the time, is, common sense and this concept of context. So, Titi, you'd hit on the head. Is this technically, and could you, by the law, be supported to say it's a penalty kick? The answer is yes. But then now let's go into the spirit of the law and context and impact. Right. So here he's not taking away any kind of advantage from anyone pressing. No one's pressing in this situation. They're standing on the top. I heard you say it might shift where they're changing from left.